Hello everybody, and welcome to another Sidesteppin adventure. I'm Jason, here with you. Gonna tell you the story of my fourth great grandma, Elizabeth Tollett, and she married into the Davenports. And we are here at the Tollett Cemetery to start things out. So, we are going to look around. I had to make sure that the camera was recording. That's why I went silent. I'm like, I don't see no red dots on there. But anyway, I have documented this cemetery, so we can just kind of walk around. Check out the view. Ain't that pretty? Sun'll be a pretty soon. Beautiful. Why do I have to go to another cemetery to do the story about my fourth great grandma? Funny you should ask. Find a grave. Well, there's a couple sources. Wrong sources. If you go on Find a Grave, if you find the right cemetery and go where it says you can view all the memorials, well, somebody messed up on one thing, because they said that Elizabeth had married somebody else and had another kid by this other person. Which ain't the case. They just messed up on the information altogether. I mean, they did. And then again, another thing is, well, I've been doing my genealogy search, well, for a long time. I did the DNA last year, and that really sparked my interest a whole lot more. So, when I did that, and I'm one of 58 first cousins, or first 58 grandkids that my daddy's mom had, and I'm one of them. And so one of my cousins did our family tree book, because she's kind of like older than I am by almost 20 years. Or well, maybe not like, maybe that, not like that. I don't want her to whoop my butt, especially if she watches this. No, probably 15. How's that? That, that's better. But anyway, so I got to looking on Ancestry and stuff and trying to find, I like to find tombstones. You put a marker with the name that you're looking at on the computer screen, and then you know you got the right person. So that's kind of like what I've been doing. But then I started this because I got tired of taking pictures and having like 1,000 pictures on my phone, and my phone's going down because the memory's gone. So that's why I'm doing this. Plus, it helps you guys. So, and it helps me. So when I first come here, I saw this. Well, excuse me, got another hiccup. I saw this. There we go again. And another. Sorry, it'll quit. Wait a minute. Check out how I deal with the hiccups. I don't know what this thing is, but I think that it does have something on it. It's just a rock, but nope. So I saw this, and I'm like, okay, I found my over, now zoom in, right there, got John on the right, Nancy on the left, that's Elizabeth's mom and dad. Then you got her sister's, oops, sorry, right there in the background. So, I got to thinking, well, I found my third great grandpa, I found my fourth great grandpa, and I found my fourth great grandma and her parents right over yonder. Well, I got to talking with a cousin of mine, Lyndall Agee, and he's like, Elizabeth ain't buried. Aunt Elizabeth ain't buried there. I'm like, what? She's buried over at the Selby Davenport Cemetery. I'm like, well, why on earth does she got a stone at the Tollett Cemetery? He's like, well, I don't know that, but she's buried at Selby Cemetery, and that's at Justin P. Wilson State Park. It's a hiking trail, Cumberland County, Cumberland. I don't know how you look it up, but it's a hiking trail. So look that up and let me know what you find out in the comments. But yeah, so she's not in this cemetery. And this cemetery is full of her kin. I mean, pretty much the whole cemetery's her relatives. So I'm going to take you now, and we're gonna finish the story at the Selby Davenport Cemetery. So come along with me, okay? Let's go. We're gonna look at some stones on the way out. I know. This is probably gonna be a part one of the Elizabeth Tollett Davenport story. How's that? Gonna be a part one and a part two. That way, if you got something to do, you can come back and you can watch part two. So that would be even better. So over here, on my way out, this is Elizabeth's two brothers. That's James and Elijah, Gore, and Nancy. You saw pictures of them. I think I posted them on the Facebook page, Sidesteppin Adventures, a Mid-Tennessee adventure page. If you ain't, go check that out. A lot of Tollets. Hear them crows? In another month, y'all, I'll be doing a bunch of hiking videos. Right after we get that first cold spell. That's the best time to do it. But I'm not leaving here just yet. I'm gonna let you check out a couple views. Try to zoom in on this sign. I need some more coffee. Look at that. I think I'll go around and set you on the table and let you look at that for a minute, and I can be hands-free, because I am waiting on one of my cousins, or two of them, to wake up before I go over there. So I'll probably cut this in half after I make a full video. Give you the option to whatever you want to do. Try to extend the leg and not jiggle you guys too much. That way see that view. That beautiful. Beautiful, ain't it? Okay, I'm not ending it just yet, but I'm gonna enjoy the view with you, okay? How's that? Drink some sugar. I got my gun, so I'm not afraid of no snakes. So I'm loaded. I'm not drunk, just loaded. But ain't this beautiful? Well, I'm gonna end this part. So, like, subscribe, and share before you get to the next part. I'm sorry. I always have a habit of doing that. Then when me and my wife are sitting there watching the videos, I'm doing that. She's sitting on the couch doing this. So, I gotta quit that. So, but I love y'all. God bless. Thank you. And follow me to the next cemetery. And let's finish this thing, okay? It's been a long time coming. So, we're gonna go do it, okay? So come along with me. I love y'all. See you in the next. Hello, folks. This is part 2 of the video on my 4th great-grandma, Elizabeth Temperance Tollett, and we are at Justin P. Wilson State Park, and it's glorious. It's beautiful. It just blows my mind. And Elizabeth and Claiborne lived on this property back in the day. So I want to take you and show you the cemetery and tell you why she's here. Now, before I do, well, let you look at some stuff. I'm trying to fiddle fart. Fiddle fart around. Trying my tripod. A little too long. I know. It's not professional. I know it. I know. I'm working on it. I know it. Here we go. Let me try to turn it around the professional way. There we go. Now Claiborne is over in the Tollett Cemetery along with John and Abraham Davenport. Why? Well, that's a good question. Why? And why is there a tombstone that has Elizabeth on it if she's not there? Well, that's a good question that I am still yet need to answer. But I do know why she's here. So we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But Elizabeth Temperance Tollett was born in 1822. Don't know how, I'll have to pull that up, the information of when she got married to Grandpa, and I'll post that probably on the Facebook page. I'm gonna clean these, by the way. I am going to come back and do some work. I'm gonna clean these stones and kind of, make it more presentable. I'd say, like this one, if it was cleaned, you could pick up what it was saying. I'm gonna hit this back part first, because there's a reason why. But as I go, here's Nancy. Oh, hit a few as I go, okay? But Grandpa Claiborne, he was born in 1810, and he passed away in 1867. Now Elizabeth, she lived to be 81 years of age. She passed away in 1903, September 5th. I do remember her day she passed, because I just got off the phone with my wife, and we were looking at the tombstone. There's a grave right there. I'll come back and clean that up. I just don't, respectful and stuff. Oh, I just saw another tombstone, I think. Right there. So, should I go check it out? I think I will. There's a marker. gotta watch for snakes. Bad thing is, I ain't got no machete or nothing on me. No, it's a rock. So, I might as well. There's another marker I just saw. Maybe that's a marker. If you're from Cumberland County and you're watching this and you're older than me, which I'm 51, so if you're older and have more detailed information, I would appreciate it if you share that with me. No name. And this is John H. Selby. Go around. Don't see nothing. Needs to be cleaned. And it's walking. See? Needs to be fixed. So if you're a Selby, come out here. I'll help you get in contact with me. I'll help you do it. Needs to be done. It needs to be done. No sense in letting these tombstones deteriorate into nothing. Ain't nobody in the future, if there is a future, gonna know who's who if we don't preserve it. Now there's something right there. Don't know what that is. But maybe someday, maybe the grandchildren, they'll want to know more information. So, look at that. How they did that border for that. Mini Selby. Just a baby. Look at that border. That's a James. James Ernest Selby. Over here, I'm watching for snakes too, 'cause this is rattlesnake country. Now I'll go down and get this one. This is a James H. Selby, born December Looks like 5th. Trying to get it good. Can't really make that out, can you? I can't. It's, can't really make them out. That's, DJ Shelby. Now this is, one of my great aunts. This is, Claiborne and Elizabeth's daughter. One of them. Oh, I think I did that. If I didn't, let's see if I can get a name. Claudium, I don't know. Let me try to do this. Maybe hide her. Needs to be fixed. Set that back in its place. Go over here now. This is a Sarah J. She was I don't know what her maiden name was, but I can look that up for you. I got some information at home, that is. Get off of me, Book. Got that attacking my glasses. But it's kinda leaning. See that? So, I need to get that fixed before it falls over. Oh, I got a bite in that. That's what it is. Get away from me. Why didn't I spray myself? I don't know. This is another one of my aunts. Or, not my aunts, but my uncles, I think. James H. Then this is my uncle. can't really make that out, can you? Because it's been fixed. 1880 is when he passed. Davenports have always, you go through the line, a lot of them, some of them, have passed away like at an early age. Except my great-grandma Nancy Jane Stillman, that her dad was William Davenport. Now William, his daddy, well, great-grandma Nancy Jane, her grandpa was John Davenport. But John didn't live long enough to know Nancy. And I bet you Elizabeth did, because Nancy was born in 1896, I think. She was a mean one. She used to chase me around with her cane. She lived to be 92, almost 93-year-old. There's a reason why I'm skipping. So back to the story of why Grandma Elizabeth is buried here instead of with her husband. Here in a minute. I'm trying to catch that writing. I don't know if I did this one back over here, but I'm gonna do it. I can't remember. There's no date, I don't think. Nope. And I don't know. They could be buried. There could be several more graves back in this. I don't know. Grandma Elizabeth was buried over here because, for one, she, her kids were over here. And, number two, there's my phone. Number two is, she didn't like her mom and dad, or she didn't like her family. That's what I was told. She didn't want to be buried with them people because she didn't like them. So she chose to be buried over here instead of being buried next to her husband and her two sons. She chose to be buried over here because she didn't like either her brothers, sisters, or daddy. I don't know. That's another question that I got, because I got a question answered. Now on to the next. Why didn't she like him? What was there about him? But here she is, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad I get to show you. I come over here. I had a moment with her. But this is where Elizabeth is actually buried. She passed September 5th, 1903. Age 81 years. Blessing in the hope of a glorious resurrection. Somebody put barbed wire. I don't know why. But I found you, Grandma. And I documented you. You are no longer lost, but you are found for future generations to know where you are truly buried. And I am so happy to be the one, your fourth great-grandson. You would have never thought that one of your great-great-great-great-grandchildren would want to try to make sure that everybody got the right record of where you were buried at. In the story of why. Well, we don't know why, we know why, but there's another question to it. But rest in peace, Grandma. Rest in peace. I do have to. My imagination kind of runs with me. But I have to. You have to kind of wonder, you know. We all know true love. True love, it's a bond. It's hard to break. You have read, I have read, that the people grieved herself because the other person dies. So you got to think, she lived a long time after Grandpa Claiborne. And he's buried. Hold on a minute, let me get my bearings. But I think he might be buried in that direction. Like 3 miles, 4 miles that way. So, you got to think, or wonder, they loved each other, they had a lot of kids together, but since they weren't joined together in burial, do they meet up at night, you know, do they, their soul walk about this property like they did when they were alive? Do they still do that in death now? You know, got to wonder. I come in here and there's no house, so I'm gonna do a short on my phone for you, but just curious, you know. But this is part 2, by the way, of the story of my great-grandma, 4th great-grandma, Elizabeth Temperance Tollett Davenport. And so this is part 2. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. This has been a story long time coming. So I thank you very much for sticking with me through this. And I'll catch you on the next Sidesteppin adventure. You're watching Sidesteppin Adventures, a mid-Tennessee adventure. And I'm Jason. Thank you for watching. I love y'all. God bless. Have a good one. Let's keep this rolling, shall we? Bye-bye. Look at that view. Hey everybody, you guys get a treat. Not only did you get to see where my 4th great-grandma is buried at, but there's another cemetery right here, and it's the Selby Cemetery. So, and it's, little. I've been watching for snakes, and this is why I have to cross this. So, I'm taking you in with me, and I've got my machete with me. So, you'll hear me whacking something, because I want to see where I'm stepping. I don't really want to go in there, but I'm going to. I've got snake boots, so, but it don't feel good, folks. See, the graves have sunk, and I'm actually on one of them. Don't know. Looks like a Emily, maybe. There's another one right there. I tried to get over there. That's why I call it Sidesteppin Adventures. Because we are sidestepping. Or I am. You're just watching. Watching me sidestep and shake at the same time. Now there's more graves. See them? Right there. I ain't going over there. Trying to look for a name. I'm not getting too close to the ground because I don't know what's happening. So, as far as creepy critters, so that's it for this Selby cemetery. But you got a bonus. You got the Selby Davenport, and you got this too. Quiet, ain't it? Now let's see if I can get over these rocks. Okie dokie. Well, now that does conclude Elizabeth Temperance Tollett Davenport story, okay? But I wanted to throw that in there. But where she's buried is right around that curve there, about a block up that way. So, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure. See ya. Jesus keep you. I love you.